Hi, and welcome back to KnotsByLaney. I'm Laney, and today we are going to go over everything I crocheted in April. So we're going to start off by talking about the two tops I'm wearing. I will stand up and show you guys the full outfit in a second, but for both the halter top I'm wearing and the open face shirt, I used Kobu yarn. It is 50% or 51% cotton, 49% rayon from Bamboo. It's super, super soft. I absolutely love this yarn. It is a 3.5 ounce ball or 232 yards. I bought several. The shirt took 1.5 balls of each color, and then the tank top took almost a full ball of the light, which I believe the light one is ice blue. I believe the slightly darker one is steel blue, and the darkest is denim, but I could be switching those last two up. For the shirt, I followed It's Erin B's Penny Polo. The only difference is that I did not put buttons on it because I like wearing it open-faced. I think it looks really cute. And I used a 3.5 millimeter hook for both of these projects, even though the ball calls for a 4 millimeter hook. I just like the slightly tighter stitches. So I'm gonna show you guys what they look like. So I just paired them with some jeans for today, but it would also look really cute with some shorts. It's just slightly too cold for that still. I wish I had done one more decrease for the halter top just because it's gapping just a little bit right there, and if I had done one more decrease I think it wouldn't have. But here's the front of the halter, here's the back. And I just really like how they complement each other, because I did use that darker blue from the shirt to make the, I'm gonna call it varsity lines. I don't really, like a varsity tee. They normally have those two lines at the front and bottom, or top and bottom. But yeah, so these are the only two wearables I made in April. And the shirt is a little bit cheating. I started it the last few days of March, but I finished it like April 3rd. So we're gonna count it in this video. The next thing I made was two tote bags, which I did make shorts on these, so you might have seen them if you watch my shorts, but here's the first bag, and I did a daisy square for both of these bags. I just slightly altered it. Instead of doing the 5 double crochet in the middle stitch, I did a half double crochet, or no, here, wait 1 second. I wrote it down. Okay, so for the last row of the petal, instead of doing the 5 double crochets in the middle to make it fully rounded, I wanted it to look a little bit more like sunflowers but follow the same pattern. So instead I did a single crochet, half double crochet. In the middle stitch I did a double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet, and then I did half double single crochet. So it's just slightly different from your typical daisy square, if you can see that. But if you followed the regular daisy square pattern, it would pretty much look identical to this. This was just a me thing, not really a problem with the pattern. I used a 4.5 millimeter hook with both of my bags, and I used acrylic yarn from multiple brands. So for this one, I lined the inside with a like pink tie-dye fabric. These aren't technically done yet. I want to go to the store and grab some of those snap closures to be able to keep these closed when they're all full, because right now they only stay closed when they're empty. But yeah, so here's the first one I made. And with this, the strap I made it 2.5 inches wide all the way, and I crocheted the length of the bag, and then I crocheted however big I wanted my strap to be. And then after I attached the strap to the bag, I went through and I whip stitched most of the strap closed, so that way it's like a double thick strap. So it I just left the last like 7-8 rows undone, and I really love how this strap turned out. So that's the first bag I made. And then I decided I wanted to do a second one that fit with more of the clothes that I own, which are all pretty much blues, purples, greens, like cool tones, you know? So I made a second of the bags. This time I went with the daisy theme. Still the altered square though, just white petals. And for this one, I only crocheted the like 2-inch wide band around it, and then I wanted a crossbody bag. I'll show you these in a minute, but so what I did was I chained 3 and made 3 long strips. So I chained 3, made a huge long strip, made it 3 times, each the exact same length, and then I braided those together to create the strap. So it's really stretchy, but it also has this really fun texture to it. I severely overestimated how long the strap needed to be. So this is a crossbody bag instead of a shoulder bag. And then I put this really cute ice cream sandwich interior lining in it. Which I will also say, I think my stitches on this bag are 10 times better than the stitches on the other bag, but I just don't know what is actually the most secure. Like this one, I kind of did like a whip stitch to it, versus this one I did like a straight, I don't know what the hand stitches are called. Sorry, you're gonna have to ignore my ignorance there. But I'm going to show you what these look like on. So here's the blue one. See what I mean by like it's crossbody and it's still pretty low on my hip? Like I really overestimated the length here. But this one really matches this outfit today. Again, I used all acrylic yarn on both of these. This one I think is mostly Bernat, white, deep blue, and this ice blue, and then the orange is Pound of Love and Pumpkin. And then you have this one, which I think is mainly, the pink is definitely Big Twist value, but I think everything else is Bernat except for the yellow. This is hand-dyed yellow yarn, so it has that like variegation, which I really liked for petals. But this one isn't a crossbody, it's over the shoulder, sits up way higher. See, like if I crossbodied it, it would almost be like, I guess it wouldn't be unusable, it's just uncomfortable to like hike your hand up to get in it. But yeah, so these just need those like snap closures and then they'll be 100% complete. The next thing I made is for my Etsy. They should be live by the time this video goes up. right after filming this, I'm going to take all the pretty pictures and create the listings. So I made a bunch of scrunchies. So these are all made out of acrylic leftover yarn that I had that I just didn't have that much left of. And I thought that they would be really cute scrunchies. So I ran out of this dark green before I could make a second dark green one. So that's the only one there's one of. She's one of a kind. No longer have this green. And I could probably find a green that's pretty close to this. However, this is a yarn that I got from a kit that had way too much of the green. I actually think they put a second ball of green in it. So I didn't have that much left of it. But here are the green ones. We got 2 of each of the purple ones. And then 2 of each of the blue ones. So these should be up literally within the next few days. If I post these before I post the video, I can't guarantee that they will be in stock when this video goes up. So I might wait to post them until like the day before this video goes out, so you guys can grab some if you want. I believe that I'm going to charge $4 each for one of these. They take about 20 minutes after sewing in all your ends and everything. And I mean, it was scrap yarn, not like they cost that much in materials. So I think I'm going to charge $4, and I've never done a like sale bulk pricing with Etsy before, so I'm going to try and figure out how to give you guys like a deal if you buy 3 of them. So like maybe it'll be $4 for one, or $10 for 3. That sounds fair. So we'll see what ends up happening. I have to play around with Etsy a little bit, but real excited about these. And if they sell well, I will make a bunch of colors. Like I will go out and get yarn to make scrunchies. Now for the most exciting thing I've made this month, and you can see them right behind me. I made 3 different tapestries. Let me go grab them. All right. So for tapestries, I'm going to start with materials. I used all of my acrylic yarns for this. I really like acrylic yarn for tapestries. And then I ran to Lowe's and I picked up 2 of these 48-inch poplar dowel rods. They're a 1/4 of an inch thick. And all I did was take a tiny little handsaw, mark however long I needed the dowel rods to be, sawed it off, got a sander block, sanded down the edges so no one would get any splinters. But both of these 48-inch dowels came out to $2.69 at Lowe's. So like for less than $3, you can get over 8 feet of dowel, or not over, but you can get 8 feet of a dowel rod. And they don't have to be the better quality wood. The poplar is perfect for this. So let's start with the first tapestry I made. My partner and I have been watching Gilmore Girls, me for the like 10th time, him for the first time. So I decided I wanted to make a Luke's tapestry. Now this, I hadn't picked up the dowels yet, and I was so excited to get this one finished that I just grabbed one of the driftwood sticks that I've collected over the years. So it's like not the prettiest hanging because of the knot in the wood. However, if it bothers me too much, I now have the dowels and I will switch it out later. But So here's the Luke's tapestry. To do this, I actually just looked up on Pinterest Luke's crochet tapestry, and an artist by the name Chop and Suey, or yeah, Chop and Suey, has posted a grid for this already on Pinterest. So I just followed that. She used it for a different type of stitch in a big blanket. And I just used single crochet and followed it. And this is how it turned out. So that's the first tapestry I did. And it got me hooked. So I decided to look up a bunch of the like alpha patterns on Pinterest that people make friendship bracelets out of, and just convert those grids that are already existing into crochet. So here's one of them. And I know that like people sell these on Etsy, but like it's from braceletbook.com or whatever it's called, where you do the friendship bracelets. So like it exists for free out there. You don't have to pay for this pattern. But yeah, so here's that one. The Lukes and that one are going to go into my bedroom as soon as I make a few more. I want to have like kind of a gallery wall, but with tapestries. And then this is another alpha bracelet pattern. But this one lives in my living room. And I just took it down to show you guys, but I will show you where it normally permanently stays. But yeah, this one's one of my favorites. I just think it's so cute. So, and then there's only one last thing that I've crocheted this month, and it is a rug. So I am not going to bring it in here. I'm going to bring you guys out there. With the rug, I kind of followed an It's Erin B tutorial where she did the same thing, but with a circular rug. However, I already knew of this technique. I've done it before. I've double-stranded yarn and switched colors out like this before. It's just, I never thought to do it to a rug before. So, you know, it inspired me. I don't really need a circular rug. However, we did need an entry mat. So it's a little dirty. We've been using it for 3 weeks. I absolutely love it. The corners kind of flip up sometimes, which can be annoying. Don't really know how to fix that though, so it's just one of those things you kind of learn to live with. But that's probably one of my favorite rugs I've ever made. I kind of want to do one in green as well, but I have nowhere where I would put that, so probably won't. However, I just love how the gradient looks like it's moving throughout. Even though I did start with trying to have a pattern, I was running out of the colors I was using, and I think it actually made it look much more natural. And I would recommend anyone who needs a little floor rug, try that technique. It's absolutely beautiful. And I would love to see your guys' versions of that rug and all of the different colors. Yeah, I think that's all I made in April, which, you know, sounds like a lot. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 separate things plus 9 for all of the scrunchies. I'm not going to count each individual one. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for coming along this journey and seeing everything I've crocheted this month. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite project was that I showed you guys. And subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of video. I will see you guys in a few weeks. Bye.